Well, when Nicole came to live with us, I was so naive. I thought that if I just kissed her boo-boos, it would make it all better, but it wasn't. She was traumatized. Living in just one foster home would be difficult, but living in 10? I can't even imagine what it was like for her to move from one foster home to another. I mean, just as you get comfortable sleeping in one bed, knowing where the food is, knowing what the traditions are, you're suddenly moved. And Nicole didn't have a say over where she lived, whether or not she even fit into a particular foster home. And her brain was stressed. That's one thing people forget, due to her toxic living environment when she was little. So along with the physical and emotional abuse she suffered, it was really difficult. And I probably wasn't as prepared as I should have been. But then that's when Olive Crest changed everything. Once her care became their responsibility, her life improved. Now she has a home, a forever home, but it doesn't mean that those early years are just erased. I've had to learn that fact along the way. And the foster and adoption road is tough, but worth it. Had we not found each other, I find myself wondering what would have happened to her.
Both my birth parents were addicted to drugs. They bought drugs, used drugs. They'd do anything for more drugs, including hurting me out of frustration. They always blamed someone else. Sometimes it felt like they blamed me. When I moved in with my new mom and dad, I showed up with everything I owned in a huge black garbage bag. Every time I moved, I had to meet new people, learn new rules, go to new schools, make new friends, and learn new traditions. Nothing was ever normal or constant for me. It's absolutely frightening to me to realize that there are over 9,000 other kids out there just like me. They all need two things, and that's to feel safe and to feel loved.
Nicole is very, very smart. She's off the charts smart when it comes to common sense, but she needed tutoring and a lot of it, and a lot of patience from her educators, her parents, her tutors, the school. And the statistics for foster care are pretty discouraging. You know, most don't graduate from high school, and a very tiny percentage go to college or even graduate. But that won't be her statistic. Her statistic and her life will turn out differently. Olive Crest was a great support. We live clear in Black Diamond. They're out of Bellevue. They were there every week, providing things like Christmas gifts and foster appreciation events, outings, monthly gatherings for other foster parents and then her to get together and play and share commonalities and share stories. It was beyond helpful. It was just something I'd never even heard about before. I appreciate, that Olive Crest is dedicated to preventing child abuse, to treating and educating at-risk children, and to preserving the family one life at a time. But for me, the one life at a time is very real, and it's my daughter.
The past 10 years have been busy and productive. I took dance lessons in ballet, jazz, and modern for 9 years. I was a cheerleader in high school and tried soccer and rode my horse. To this day, I have to cope with strong emotions from the past. Sometimes I get angry, but I have started to learn how to rewire my brain to a place of peace. Through it all, I am proud to say I graduated from high school and am now a student at Green River Community College. My new goal is to go on to a 4-year college and major in healthcare of some kind. There are kids out there who need Olive Crest's help to find a permanent home. I read a quotation recently that really touched my soul. Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls our lives. I'm working on going from grief to gratitude. I'm very grateful that Olive Crest was there to help me, as it's been helping hundreds of other kids every day.